Well, Governor Little certainly didn't decline to share his view on Donald Trump's 34-count guilty verdict last week, saying the only verdict that matters is in November. And that alone prompted a lot of you to comment to the show last week, but it also brought forth questions about a felon being elected to lead a country. Like, how can I be a convicted felon of a nonviolent crime and I can't even vote, says Dale, but somebody found guilty on 34 felony charges can still run for president? Well, yes, Dale, they can, which means there's a chance Donald Trump could be the first convicted felon to become president. How is this possible? Well, because there's nothing that says he can't. The Constitution lists only 3 qualifications to be president. Must be at least 35 years old, must be born in the United States, and they must have lived in the United States for at least 14 years. I guess the framers didn't feel any need to go beyond those criteria. What about the leaders of each state of this union, though? Like for governor? Qualifications vary from state to state. In Idaho, though, there's a 2-pronged requirement. The governor has to be at least 30 years old, so not as old as the president, also be a citizen of the U.S., and have lived in the gem state at least 2 years prior to the election. They also have to have access to $300. That's also a requirement, so I guess that's part of it, but that's the filing fee. Doesn't look like it says anything else about being a felon, though, in that Constitution. But that part of the Constitution doesn't say it. There's another part that does. Article 6, Section 3. No person is permitted to vote, serve as a juror, or hold any civil office who has, at any place, been convicted of a felony and who has not been restored to the rights of citizenship. Nor could that person be in prison during an election. So that leads us to, well, I guess you can't be the governor of Idaho with a felony conviction, but you can, as governor, well, you can still vote for somebody with 34 of them to be president.